Netflix's Avatar live action series just got even better. What do I mean by this though? Well, it actually has to do with Avatar Kyoshi. As we know, she will be in the Netflix series, and this is her actress right here, Yvonne Chapman. In the future, she'll 100% be a major figure in the promotion of future Avatar live action material. In the main series, we obviously know that Aang and Roku are the two main avatars. In third place, we have Kyoshi, and then obviously the other avatars get focused on occasionally. But in this live action series, it's a completely different story. Obviously, Avatar Kuruk and Yang Chen don't show up until season 3 of the original show, but in this series, at the end of season 1, Avatar Kuruk will be showing up. This could be one of the earliest hints that Kyoshi might be a much more prominent figure in this show. Recently, Yvonne went on an interview to discuss her dynamic between Aang and Kyoshi. She said that Kyoshi sometimes will have a different perspective in comparison to the other avatars, and that she's a very fierce person, and that she's going to be able to guide Aang in what needs to be done in his circumstances. Kyoshi is going to be able to give Aang all the advice he needs to hear at the time he needs to hear it. Basically, she'll be a source of tough love for Aang. I think the creators have noticed in recent years how much love Kyoshi gets. We've gotten those Kyoshi novels. All of a sudden, we're getting all this Kyoshi lore. We're getting it in the new Avatar Generations game on top of what we already know, and we've heard that Team Kyoshi is going to play a part in the new Avatar projects coming in the next 2 years. Obviously, we're getting the adult Aang movie and the Earth Avatar series. Her time period is going to be explored in one of those projects. So for them to go all in with that, and on top of that, we're getting a rumored Kyoshi movie years beyond that, I think it's not out of the question that down the road, we might see a Netflix live action series on Kyoshi. They could move straight to Korra, but they could in between or after Korra make a Kyoshi series. Also, another interesting thing for the actress that plays Kyoshi, she was previously on a CW show known as Kung Fu, and this show was unfortunately just canceled. It can provide a positive here. CW shows do last for many years, almost a decade, so there's a chance that by her being part of that, it would have given her less time to be part of an Avatar franchise, and this frees that time up. So that does open up the potential to a live action Kyoshi series at some point. Now let's move on to some worrying topics regarding this series. Now, first of all, we have had this back and forth on will the series come out this summer, 2024? When is it coming? Well, after the last video I made, people have been concerned about the whole writer's strike that's currently going on and how this will impact the series. Now, according to Avatar News, they stated that post-production of season 1 should not be affected at all. The only possible thing is that Netflix might delay this for the purpose of having more content to bank on if the strike goes on for a long time. Also, the reason this is brought up as well is because many of the writers and creators of this live action series are on the strike as well, so that led people to being concerned in the first place. Obviously showing support to this movement, but at the same time also concerned of the original timetable on this show. When this series does get its season 1 though, there are worries of will it be too long where the actors will age too much, and this next report is very good in regards to this. So after season 1, obviously we'll see if it gets a green light for season 2 and 3, and their plan is to film seasons 2 and 3 back to back, so that way the characters can't age too much. But obviously somebody like Gordon, who plays Aang, will age a bit between seasons 1 and 2, which is a good thing because you want to see a little bit of growth but not a ton of growth, so that way he's mostly the same by the end of season 3. And to end the video off, let's move on from one live action to another live action. We're going to be talking about the Last Airbender movie. A report came out a couple months ago from M. Night Shyamalan basically saying that he's fully aware that he missed the mark with The Last Airbender, and that there's so many people who are so much better at that kind of storytelling than he is. I haven't seen many people talking about this. I just wanted to bring it up since it's nice to see that even he himself can admit that the movie is terrible.